привет. Это вечернее прохождение Murder on Eridanos The Outer Worlds. Решил запустить тут на часик где-то трансляцию, побегать. Так, последние настройки стримчанского. Одну секунду. Поехали. На чем мы там остановились? Так, записи с камер на кухне нужно достать, окей. Сейчас все будет.
Did you hear that someone tore one of the doors to the dining room from its hinges?
Bertie again?
Bertie again? He was duly embarrassed. Something about not knowing his own strength.
If I ever meet that man, remind me not to shake his hand.
Кто-то пришел и ушел тут же. Трансляция. Ни привет, ни пока, ничего. Прикольно. И какие-то люди общительные, не хотят общаться. Даже так прикольно общаться во время стримчанского, да так бы еще по такой замечательной игре. Ну что? Сейчас бы, конечно, пару общительных зрителей на стрим, и было бы гораздо веселее. Что у нас тут? Ну окей. То ли YouTube тормозит, то ли что, непонятно. Вот с телефона смотрю свой стрим. Ну как смотрю. Там у меня чат открыт специально, чтобы видеть, пришел кто-то или нет, да, вот на трансляцию. И, соответственно, может быть там сообщение какое-то будет, да. Вот. Я думаю, многие так стримеры делают. Особенно начинающие. Тут и крупные стримеры как бы тоже не брезгуют ставить там какой-нибудь планшет или телефон с большой диагональю, да. Чтобы видеть или упустить момент. Как бы, а тут, да, тем более начинающий. Вот. Ну как начну? В принципе, да, начинающий. Тут дело в том, что очень трудно набрать аудиторию. Вот в чем проблема. Тут стримишь-то уже, блин, сколько получается, я уже стримлю-то? Полгода, наверное, больше. Вот, а народу нету никого. Ну, то есть продвинуться просто unreal. Ну так вот, и смотрю я, значит, на свой телефон, да, вот на видео с телефона, и какие-то там вот очень сильные лаги идут в трансляции. С чем связано, понятия не имею. Вот, с чем это связано?
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, slug light underground don't like that much.
Slug light? Would that be some form of bioluminescence? No? Nothing?
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw!
Понятно, хочет подставить слиз Ну, он не слиз, там по-другому, по-моему, называется вообще. Он даже путает название. Так, напасть. Обожаю, как на меня нападают. Теперь я лишь защищаюсь. Так, парень, я инспектор. Совать нос не надо, это моя работа. Так, это какой-то фарс. Запугивание. Смотреть прямо на бандита, держа руку над оружием. Ой, блядь, вы знаете... Давайте напасть. Не хочу ничего. Вот, все. На. Да и все, блядь. Это все? То есть одна ульта вот этого моего Сэма. И пиздец. Кстати, он, походу, у него самая мощная ульта из всех вообще, как это вам сказать, напарников. Мятая записка с ровными, аккуратными строчками подписана маркетор. Так, есть заказ для тех, кто любит пострелять и хочет заработать. Убийство Елены Алкионской сейчас расследует один инспектор. Клиент просит от него избавиться, прятаться особо не надо. Точнее, совсем не надо. Исполнитель должен обязательно наведаться в самый дальний уголок, купить и койку, блок, точнее, под матрасом сложенной формы. Ее надо надеть. После этого развлекайтесь как хотите. Задача донести, что на территории СРИС лучше не соваться. Оплата 40 тысяч битов плюс любые стимуляторы маркетора. Ладно, окей. Вот. Так, о чем это я? В общем, самый, походу, мощный вот этот урон у него вообще ульта. Это вот у Сэма, оказывается. Остальные это так детски лепят. Особенно там тёлки, блядь, вот эти вот. Просто, не знаю, как комариный укус, короче. Очень слабо бьют. Очень слабо. Так. Ну что ж. Что там у нас дальше? Записи с камер наблюдения на кухне.
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary is currently not closed due to a sprat infestation. Bureaucratic processes are currently suspended.
Сейчас знаете, что
At
сделаем?
present, criminal reports do not require paperwork. Please lament
Смотрите, видите,
only
у меня
in
100 FPS, да?
marked
Где-то.
lamentation
Чуть меньше, чуть
zone.
больше.
Please
Сотка.
speak clearly into this unit's recording instrument.
Сейчас буду что-то перечитывать, короче. Вот. Ну, там чуть меньше сотки, сотка, да, вот у меня показывает FPS. Не знаю, будет ли это видно на стриме. Возможно, вот эта вот NVIDIA-вская панель, она не отображается, не захватывается OBS-ом, короче. Я не знаю, возможно такое, да. Ну вот, например, я сейчас смотрю, у меня там, ну, сотка, короче, у меня кадров. Вот, но при этом, сука, блядь, у меня почему-то на стриме лагает. Не знаю почему, короче, блядь. Странная хуйня. Раньше ничего не лагало у меня вообще. Ну, почти не лагало, скажем так.
Error. Unit designation no longer wine taster. Unit designation now deputy. While potential lethality of unit instrumentation bears towards 95%, violent utilization of equipment would void unit warranty. All Rizzo's constabularies must include at least one deputy constable among the pool of available Rizzo. Unit does not have a favor. How may this unit be of service to? Checking logs. Error. Information limitation 1. Do not tell users about constabulary sprat infestation. We do not need to pay. Limitation 2. Do not read informational limitations aloud, especially not to. All requests for security footage require a bits received. Delivering footage. If you would like a wine recommendation to pair with that footage, please.
Да, вроде как не работает. Как это называется? Счетчик кадров на стриме. То есть зрители не будут видеть этого. Вот. К сожалению. Опа!
Oh no. It's the constable. She was a good sort. She didn't deserve this. Must have gotten too close to the truth for the killer's liking.
Да ты что? А откуда ты знаешь вообще, что она хорошим человеком была? Ты что? Ты вообще-то только пришел сюда вместе со мной. Первый раз. Что ты такое несешь? Черт побери.
An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos atmospheric complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives.
Не-не-не. Мы ее видели в предыдущем квесте, короче. Она типа сюда пришла по какой-то причине, ее здесь замочили. Да-да-да, я с ней имел дело.
Excellent observation, Inspector. Multiple wounds located in the frontal bone and between the clavicles suggest she was facing away from her attacker. These casings are too minuscule for conventional small caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes.
А это говорит о том, что эта медичка, наверное, ее убила. Так, это интересно.
High concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of neurotoxin detected. These substances show the highest concentration near the entry and exit wounds. Cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death. Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find the sprat bastards responsible, Inspector.
У нее ничего нет, короче, с собой. Так. завалили. А интересно, робот хоть что-нибудь знает про это? Интересно. Так. Наверное, ни хера он не знает.
Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit. Please explicate your defense into this unit's recording equipment.
My permit wasn't expired, Scrap Heap. You probably just scanned it wrong.
Error. Unit's permit reading equipment was updated only last week. Please tell a different lie.
Tell a different... You're a mechanical. You ain't got the foggiest idea whether I'm telling the truth or not.
Correct. Criminal. However, Constable Keen has decreed that this unit will remain here, questioning you every minute until you submit a confession. Error. Information on recent exchange lost. Restarting conversation. Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit.
You know what? My permit was fake after all. Let me out of here.
Приколюха, приколюха, да? Так. Кстати, музыка похожа, знаете, на что? На Wasteland. Игрушка такая Wasteland, может, слышали? Так, заперто.
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. I can't stand the taste of life sprats.
I'm a criminal, get it? They don't let me talk to law-abiding sorts.
Да, охуенно они сделали, видите? То есть, вот так вот только присесть можно посмотреть. Охереть. Гениально. Так. Просто космос. Угу. Так, ясненько, понятненько. Давайте. Ух, ни хрена себе. Охренеть, 150 взлом, еще инженерия 70. Охренеть. Ёб твою мать.
Welcome back, hopefully, law-abiding individual. Engage, please. Speak clearly. Understood. This unit requires a moment to process this information. Information processed. Personal designation upgraded to acting constable. Thank you, law-abiding consumer. This unit concurs with your inference. Unapprehended killers are likely to continue killing. Error. This unit is incapable of inspection, deduction, unassisted This unit has been programmed to adhere to board. This unit has been programmed to recommend a wine to pair purple-berry wine has a body richer than Byzantium's elite with an
Unclean counters, unswept floor, unhygienic vendor. This is unacceptable.
Hello. Welcome to Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry, the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. I'm marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here to make your shopping experience as pleasant and normal as possible. Hey, folks take a lot of comfort in knowing their neighborhood general store is unchanging, eternal, like the land beneath their feet or the air in their lungs. Whoops, forgot I ain't supposed to poeticize on work time. The drab nature of our store profits is what I meant. Now, can I sell you anything? Welcome back. The Eridanos Dry Goods and Sun... Oh, I see you've read some of my poems. Very clever, Inspector. Yes, my pen name is The Marketeer, though I also use it in certain business dealings. Wait a moment. Why do you ask?
Знаете, вот мне интересно было, знаете что? Там вот поначалу у тебя два выбора. Типа, вот я бы выбрал второй вариант, да? А первый был самый интересный. Но я решил зайти типа с конца. Сначала неинтересный вариант выбрать, а потом самый такой топовый. Так в итоге, знаете, что получилось, короче? Я выбрал его, и первый вариант исчез. То есть там осталось только то, что типа торговать. При этом нужно выйти из диалога, поговорить с ним обратно еще раз, и потом появится снова этот вариант первый, да? Вот который привел меня вот сюда. Понимаете? Ну, кто так программирует, кто вообще так это придумал? Это просто дебилизм, блядь.
Hey now, hey, let's all be reasonable here. I'm just a middleman. None of this was my idea. Occasionally, jobs requiring discretion arrive here from the hotel. Always anonymous and always lucrative. For a sizable cut, I set these jobs up and ask no questions. Somebody sent me a note telling me they wanted you dead. I don't know who, and I don't know why. I swear.
Да. Ну давайте первый, вообще его хочу убить нахуй.
Yeah, of course. It's called a paper trail. Give me a little credit. I'm a professional. I've got to have some standards.
Давайте.
Congratulations, customer. Your SAM unit is performing at
Блять.
peak capacity.
Да похуй, убил и убил, в рот его ебать. Тем более, знаете, в чем прикол? Мне абсолютно допизды на, как это вам сказать, на эту игру, в принципе. Вот, я еле осилил оригинальную кампанию, потом еле-еле первое DLC прошел тоже. Вот, и сейчас я тоже буду идти вперед, как бы, хотя были моменты, парочка, что я перезапускал.
Hey, I saw your ship. The Unreliable, right? It's a real beauty. Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate? Cut the shit. I know Hawthorne's captain of that ship, and I know you ain't him. You want to try again? I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too. Wonder if you can help me. I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual in the spaceport. Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay. Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name. She'll know where the cargo is. Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend. Well, I did, of course. I'm something of a savant when it comes to secret codes, if I do say so myself. Could, but there'd go our plausible deniability. Technically, I don't know about any smuggled cargo, and Cassidy hasn't moved anything herself. If the constable asks, I can't find any contraband cargo, and Cassidy doesn't know how it got here or what's in it. Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
О, блядь! Чего? Вас пока провалено, вы охуели? А что там было? Миссия провалилась в связи с досадной кончиной одного из участников. Это как? Подожди, а как она провалилась-то, блядь? Да это бред? Это бред? Давайте вот это я хуй знаю, блядь. Пиздец, да ладно. Да ладно, как это, блядь? Как это вообще возможно? Что за бредятина? Ну тут я, в общем-то, уже был, да? Пиздец.
Welcome, please. Under info. This arrow. This purple.
Пошел нахуй. Блядь, чуваки.
Unclean counters, unswept floor, unhygienic vendor. This is unacceptable.
Hello. I'm... What? Welcome. Oh. Hey now. Yeah, give me... I understand your distrust, but look at me in my place of business. What would I stand to gain from destroying you versus how much I stand to lose if discovered? You're welcome to remain suspicious, but in the meantime, you're completely welcome back. The Eridanos dry...
Я его убивать буду, нахуй.
Hello, I'm...
Похуй на... Как это сказать? На... репутацию.
Oh, what?
Да пизды.
Hey, somebody... Yeah, give...
Here they come. Detective.
Что там случилось? Кто? Блять, ну вы шутите, что ли? Ёб твою мать. Ну пиздец, блять. Игра. Ебаная игра. Просто пиздец. Как же так-то? Давай, давай.
Hello?
Блять.
Welcome... Oh, wait a... Hey... Give me...
Incoming. Congratulations, customer. Your SAM unit is performing at peak capacity.
Все. Посмотрите, вот. Блять, ну вот это...
Hey, I saw your ship.
Пошел ты.
Cut. I see. Well, we've...
Вот видите. И Провалено нахуй. Видите? Вот как это, блядь, работает? То есть это баг ебучий, понимаете? Это ебучий баг, ребята, блядь. Значит, что мы делаем? Даже не знаю, что делать. Это пиздец. Блядь, жопа горит, нахуй. Это ебаный, вот киберпанк вышел, глюченный, баганный, блядь. И вот это говно. Пошел нахуй. Ты мне даешь баганный квест, уебище, блядь. С чего я с тобой буду разговаривать вообще?
Haven't seen you around before, but that ain't no problem. All are welcome at the Copper Bottom Cantina, so long as their bits are good, huh? Can I get you something? Nah, no, but some folks have been saying there was some kind of fight between a mechanical and some spacers last. I didn't see it myself, and seems far-fetched. Deputy Wine Taster ain't exactly prone to wandering, nor are most other mechanicals that I'm aware of. There's a new Void Dan burn on my nice clean floor, but I think it's the doing of one of my customers. Yeah, so you notice that I'm a little off kilter, huh? Damn if it ain't been a while. I'm too old to run around anymore, but in my heyday, I used to play for the Rangers. Hey, when you tell a story, you're supposed to start at the beginning. Unless you're in media res, which is a storytelling crutch far as I'm concerned. Serial overuse. You get it? Wait, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I played for the Rangers in my heyday. My specialty was getting nailed by serves without keeling over. Yep, Ernest the Bean Padilla, they called me. At least I think that's what they called me. League leader in hit by serves 2 years in a row. Folks started competing to see how many times they could hit me in a match. Called it quits not long after that. Ain't safe to take that many blows to the head. I came out to coach the Rangers during training camp, but after a while, I had trouble remembering which player was which. Slug lets me bartend instead of recommending me for early retirement, for which I'm most grateful. I'd hate lying around like a deadbeat. Lot less being thrown at my head. Still some, but a lot less. I miss getting to stretch my legs, but that's old age for you. Anyhow, I think I've talked plenty now. Is there something I can get you?
Меня интересно. Так.
Housing people like cargo. Just another resource to be exploited.
Херня. Так. Жилые модули. Так, сортир. Тоже сортир, да? Два сортира. наверное, ничего интересного не будет. Все. Спенсер. Ладно. Спенсер. Ебануться, конечно, тут территория не хуёвая, но она какая-то, знаете, непродуктивная. То есть, ну ты бегаешь, все одно и то же, блядь. Давайте сейчас потом добегу до этого Спенсера и закончим. Я не особо такой, ну, большой промежуток времени хотел заснять. Прохождение. Ой, блядь, только не это. Ой, блядь, только не это. Так, restricted area. Окей. Запрещенная зона какая-то. Блядь. Там тоже то же самое. Ага, склад слиз. Вот они, терминалы. Ну не то, что терминалы, как это не банкоматы, а торговые автоматы. Эти. Как удобно.
Alarming levels of slime and grime are being stored in these non-regulation containers. Recommended solution? Incinerate the entire lot.
Ну да, вот эту часть я...
This unit has located the origin of all filth in this area, targeting upper levels of the Harbor Master's building for extreme sanitation.
Вот как. Окей. Так, ага, вот, да. Ну это все территория запретная, и пока что туда особо нет каких-то причин идти.
Why, it's the inspector. Good on you, making a proper entrance.
В Представьте, вы сидите такой, да, за столом у себя в кабинете. Заходит челик какой-то вообще. Начинает шариться по вашему офису, по вашему кабинету. Нормально, да?
You would not believe how many times that ladder's come in handy. Why ladders do not come standard in all offices is completely nonsensical. Now then, here for my alibi, I assume. Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black hole birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing. Sounds as though you've already sorted it out yourself. Slug uniforms do seem to go missing from the hotel laundry with impressive regularity. Easy enough for someone to nick a few. Now ask yourself this. Why would anyone give thugs slug gear and send them after you? Right again, Inspector. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you? Oh, that's good. That's very good, Inspector. I like this. Dominant, aggressive, The man in charge. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder. Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine? An excellent question. I had his body dropped off the edge of the land complex. I'm not sure what happened to it from there, scientifically speaking. Maybe it dissolved? Ultimately, though, it doesn't matter. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people. Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune. Why, Inspector, that's terrible. Besides, given how long she was likely to live and continue working, the math doesn't work out. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I've a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid. Oh, Elliot stole from me, all right. Alas, you're right in that his was a singular isolated incident, and as such does not resolve a concerning broader trend. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter. I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it. I certainly wouldn't take that bet. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads, me scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator. You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly, whatever you say. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account. Was there something else you wanted to discuss? Constable Keene? Now that is a damn shame. Am I right to think this wasn't a workplace accident? No, I played no role in the good constable's death. None. I'm flummoxed. I'd nearly forgotten how that feels. It's quite unpleasant. Thank you for informing me of Constable Keene's passing. When you find her killer, please be certain to make them suffer. We may have been on opposite sides of the law on occasion, but we were not enemies. Perhaps it will shock you to hear her loss saddens me. Maria was a decent soul, and law knows those are in short supply around here. A little square, perhaps, in her dedication to the rules, but good nonetheless. I'm also saddened to have lost an occasional drinking buddy. She was quite good at cards, you know. Honestly, I'm not. Hand to the architect. Maria loved a zero-G after work. But let's discuss something else. Do you have other matters requiring my attention? The original incident? I made him an offer he should have refused. What? No. Law, no. Why in the architect's name would you think that? Our combative relationship stems from paperwork, mundanely enough. Rizzo's contracted sublet to construct the Eridanos atmospheric complex. Had Lou wanted Rizzo's to retain full control of Eridanos, he shouldn't have skimmed the revised contract I sent him. Lou's an administrator, for law's sake. I thought he would adore all the fine print I added. Still technically visible to the human eye, but only just. You're quite good at this. It was all perfectly legal, too, which irked Lou to no end. My power grab, as Lou called it, planted the seed of hatred, and Lou, obsessed with what should have been, has made sure to water it daily with his bitterness and anger. Do you think power belongs to those who submit the proper paperwork requesting it? Slug's control of Eridanos is a crucial step in my long-term plans for Sublight. The board needs to see irrefutable proof we are a respectable, legitimate business. Oh, that does sound fun, though. Is securing a board seat for Sublight evil enough? Surely we can at least agree that it's grand. Meanwhile, our dear administrator is still laser-focused on old slights, which can be a nuisance. He's grown increasingly desperate to catch Slug with our hand in the proverbial cookie jar as of late, convinced we're involved in less than legal business opportunities. Not in front of witnesses, I didn't. Very well. A few. Helen was strangely curious about the private business operations around Eridanos. She said it was role research, but how much business know-how does one actor truly need for an action picture? I also arranged to have Helen supplied with mag picks, bypass shunts, and other hacking tools. She wanted to buy in bulk. Because she paid me to, Inspector. Besides, Helen was enjoyable company. She was confident, resourceful, determined, not unlike you, now that I consider it. That is the question, isn't it, Inspector? Tell me, do you really believe Helen's death was a mere crime of passion? Or one of petty career jealousy? A smart approach, Inspector. And yet, this murder is bigger than Miss Helen's personal life. Bigger than her latest moving picture. Indeed. I suspect Helen arrived on Eridanos with grander plans than promoting Spectrum Brown. I knew I was right about you being clever, Inspector. I'm glad. Because whoever did kill Helen is not going to come forward so easily. I might. I just might. Your point, Inspector? Am I an official suspect, then? Intriguing. I'll look forward to how it all plays out. Be very careful, Inspector. I'd very much like to see you still around for the grand finale, whenever it comes, whatever shape it takes. One moment, if you please, Inspector. I've answered your questions. I believe it's my turn to ask you a question now. What, or who, made you decide to investigate me? A man of discretion. Disappointing, but admirable. Now then, did you need anything else?
I'm busy.